Hey guys, I'm Pierre Piscatelli, and today I'm going to teach you all how to play one of my favorite songs from that album, from Billy Joel's The Stranger. This is Just the Way You Are, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll start by playing the introduction for you guys, so here it goes. So let's start by mastering the left hand. It's just the notes D, A, and D, which spell dad, so D-A-D. Do this 4 times. You're just rolling the notes from bottom to top with the pinky, index, and thumb while holding down the pedal, or just holding down your fingers, or both. So make sure you can do that comfortably. And the right hand positions will be as follows. Back to this. So the first chord I played is a G minor 6. It's B flat, D, E, G. The second chord was a G major chord, B, D, G, B from bottom to top. And then I hit the 2, or the 9 we can call it, same thing. Back to the G minor 6, up to the G major chord with that added 9. And this right hand always responds to the left hand, so check this out. Left, right, again, right. And he does one little thing to close out the intro. He goes F sharp, E, F sharp. Like this. And after you do that, you can land on a D major chord. The best way to do it is this inversion of A, D, F sharp in the right hand. Just like that. So one more time, the whole intro with that landing into the verse. That is the downbeat of the verse. Before I get too far into this lesson, I wanted to thank you guys for watching my videos. I hope that these tutorials are helpful. If they are, please consider subscribing. It is more helpful than you'll ever know. Thank you. Let me play through the entire verse for you guys without rolling the chords or giving it too much rhythm. I'm just going to play them as block chord whole notes so you can sort of digest what I'm about to teach you. So let's go through that together, and then I'll show you how you can roll the notes around, add some rhythm, arpeggiation, and make it more interesting. So the first chord, as I showed you after the intro, is a landing on D major. So just D in the left hand, either in an octave like this, or a single note, it doesn't matter. And the right hand should be this inversion of D, A, D, F sharp, as I mentioned before. Now the next chord is called B minor 6. Looks like this. Then G major 7 looks like this. B minor 7 looks like this. D7 looks like this. G major 7. G minor 7. D over F sharp, A minor 7, D7, which we've already done, G major 7, which we've already done as well, G minor 7, right, we're repeating ourselves, D over F sharp, B minor 7, now a different inversion of B minor 7 over E in the left hand, like that, and then E7 played just like this, and now a G major chord over A, and you're you're going to go through all the inversions of G in the right hand. So GBD, BDG, DGB, back to GBD. Just to kind of fill in the space there. Now, of course, you're not going to play these as half notes and whole notes, right? Block chords are going to get kind of boring. So similar to what I've told you guys in my Elton John videos and other Billy Joel videos, all of the great piano players are masters of filling in space by arpeggiating individually notes in a chord in time with a nice groove. So it might be something like this. So you see, I occasionally rolled some notes in the chords, and sometimes I just stayed put if I didn't want to get too in the way of the melody, because I'm sort of hearing the melody in my head while I play this. So what you can do if this is puzzling to you is make a very simple exercise out of it, such as arpeggiating all of the notes in the chord from bottom to the top or top to the bottom in time. So like this. Right? So I'm doing it in kind of a predictable way. I could also try from top to bottom. And then as you practice that, you'll sort of gain an ability, using your ears, to do this randomly in a creative way. It takes a long time to get there, but simple exercises like what I just showed you can help you. So now that you guys know how to play the verse, let's go from the end of the verse, where we did these chords. You are going to do another verse. So this is the second verse, same thing. I'll just play it anyway. Here's where things are going to change. So I'm not going to the E7. After the B minor 7, I'm going to play an E minor 7, like this. So left hand is E, right hand is B, D, G. And then I can keep my right hand where it is and just move the left hand to A. And you get a G over A, or an A sus. And this is where he goes, I love you just the way you are. And then you go back to your introduction. So far you've done an introduction, a verse, another verse with a modified second ending, and an introduction again. So after we play that intro again, we're essentially going to repeat everything we just did a second time. So we're going to go into a verse. This is the third verse. Here comes a fourth verse. Remember, it ends differently. E minor 7, G over A, intro. Now this intro is going to be a little bit different because it's going to lead you into the bridge. Watch this. The ending was a little bit different, so here's what we do. Same. All the same. Now here's where it's different. So I played F sharp, G, A, F sharp, C sharp, descending to create a D major 7. And then A minor 7, which is A left hand, A, C, E, G, bottom to top in the right. And the pinky just reaches up to A as a little filler note. And then the downbeat of the bridge will be G major 7, just like that. Now let me play through the bridge for you guys. Right there, we're back into a verse. So here's what's going to happen with the bridge. As we said before, the downbeat is G major 7. So G, B, D, F sharp from bottom to top. The next chord will be A, like this. Then F sharp minor 7, played just like this. And then you have two choices here. I like A over B, so just an A major chord on top of B. You could also do B7, like this, which is A and D sharp or E flat above B in the left hand. Then E minor 7 looks like this. You can keep the right hand where it is and move the left hand to A for the next chord, which is G over A. And then D major 7, or sometimes just plain D major. Right? The difference is in the pinky. Here's D major 7, which I prefer, and there's D. Now, D minor over C is the next chord. So look at that change. So now it's F, A, and D right hand over C. And then B flat major 7. This is a beautiful, beautiful section here. This is A, D, F in the right hand, B flat left hand. C major, just like this, and then A minor 7, which is the same chord in the right hand, G, C, E, just the root moving to A. And then you can play D major, just like this, A, D, F sharp right hand, D left hand. You can also add the C with the second finger to create D7. That's totally fine. And now, G minor 7, which is F, B flat, D in the right hand, G left hand. And then the right hand does this interesting riff where it follows his melody. I love this part. So let me teach that to you guys. Starting from the G minor 7, which is F, B flat, D in the right hand, G in the left hand. He plays a B flat triad in the right hand, D minor, C major, B flat major, A minor, G minor. Again. And this follows the voice. The way that I believe in you. Right, that part. I love it. And then G over A, going through all three inversions, which you've done before, and that will take you back to the verse. Once you're done with this bridge, you can enjoy just playing a verse like this. I think this is the 5th verse. But we're going to do this ending, the E minor 7, as if it's the second half of a verse. the intro. And then we're going to play the verse again, but this isn't really a singing verse, this is the saxophone solo. So maybe someone you know is going to take a solo if you're playing with them. Otherwise, you can leave it empty, you can skip it altogether, whatever. But I'm going to play it just so you guys see that it's the same chord progression. Now we're doing the first ending, right? As if it's the first verse or third verse. So I ended with, right, E7, and then G over A. And now we're gonna do a singing verse. Now, when you get to this section, the G major 7, play whole notes. If you listen to the original, you'll notice the band stops and allows the space to kind of exist. So from here, that I can talk to, right? Second ending, so E minor 7, G over A. Now here's the twist. We're gonna jump into the second half of the bridge and go. Kind of interesting, right? So let me show you how that works. So from when the time stops at the end of the last verse, G major 7, I love you just the way you are. Here we go. B flat major 7. A minor 7. D7. G minor 7. Now here's the twist. We're going to play G major over A, and that's going to bring us into the verse chord changes. And this is where the sax just kind of ad-libbing at the end and it fades out. So here we go. Verse. Over and over. Here's another verse. I think that the best thing to do in a live setting would be to end the song early, since it's very long, right here. I just want someone, right? When the time sort of stops and you're playing the chords as whole notes in the last verse, right? That I can talk to. Love you just the way you are. And then you could just go to the intro. That's one way that you could potentially end it. But you can get creative and end it all sorts of different ways. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.